Good evening, team. Welcome to our first retro of 2024, and let's kick things off by reflecting on what worked and what we can make even better this year. So, as per our agenda, let's kick off the retro by checking each project statuses. I'll just start by giving you all a brief summary of the projects I've been handling during this sprint. Uh, when it comes to CAT project, we were able to release the final UAT fixes we received yesterday to the CAT team. And for the bungalows project, we were able to release the project to the client for UAT during the first week of our sprint. And yesterday we received his UAT feedback. So we will be able to complete those small fixes in the coming sprint and hand over the project to the client. And also client is still pending to give us the feedback on transactions, and he will share the UAT feedback in the coming weeks as well. So during this sprint, Kalpa was able to finish minor changes both in front end and back end, as well as the email templates. Now only we have to test and release the rate section as well. Then, when it comes to Papaya Books project, today we were able to successfully do the user training session and fully complete the remaining works on our end. And on the left to live, deploy the site and initiate the project closure process. Then about the Think Papers project, during this sprint, we received some client requests for changing some content in the website, and we were able to release them to the client as well. And finally, for the Kotiagala second phase, since we had a discussion with the client regarding the phase 2, we will be able to include the new requests in our coming sprint as well. So that's all about the project I've been handling during this sprint. And Penepa, could you tell us the big wins, challenges, big wins and challenges of this sprint, and also quick rundown on each project along with the burn down charts and achievements, please?
Regarding the leisure travel hub project, I was successful in doing both the web and the mobile book, and also I already finished checking the QA fixtures that those have attended. But we still got some fixes that the devs need to come there. Also, with the help of Prabhat, we have set up backend, and also we are currently fixing the issues there. Next, with client's approval, we'll be starting development for the Onworks project from the next sprint. And also, we got few updates to be done in the international services and also in the vacancy pages for the redesign project. And we are currently awaiting the response so that we could start developing the next sprint as well. Lastly, I managed to finalize all the SMM related work we had from last year photo shoot in the December. That's all my side comment.
What about the burn down chart for the leisure travel hub project and
Alright.
sprint achievements?
Yeah, sure. So since we still got to finish the task, this is the burn chart for now. And also Orshidi gave us this sprint achievement post for the leisure travel hub, and also this one for the read feedback and project.
Can you please email me those two posts as well? Copy in this video
Yeah,
as well.
sure.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you with the results you achieved during this sprint?
It's a 10 function.
Thank you, Kanika. Next, Irusha, could you tell us about the projects you have been leading during this sprint?
Sure, Kanchani. I handled the leisure job portal and room CRM website during this sprint. So starting from HR project, Dinesh was able to fully completed the mobile mocks. This is the welcome page, login page, home page, job detail page, etc. Then I moved to the back end of the HR project. In this sprint, no one was able to complete the backend master data and CMS modules. And also Nisal was able to complete the employee manager. One and Nisal both are currently working on the backend review fixes. To manage employee category manager page. This is the employee manager body.
Okay.
Then Ravidu currently working on the HR mobile app. Now I go to the burn down chart. This is the burn down chart of the HR project.
Okay, so we have pretty much tasks left to do, right?
Yeah, Kansi.
Okay. And also, Irusha yesterday Matilda called me and asked to share an update on your project. Can you please shoot him an email and give his status update?
Sure, Kansi.
Also, yeah, go.
Also, considering the Room CRM website, Kalpa was able to complete the all bug fixes and achieve a successful release.
Okay. Irusha, we also have to send the release those fixes to revenue team. Can you just follow up with Kalpa and release them today?
Okay, sure, Kansi.
Okay. And also make sure to send them an email saying we have done all the fixes and they can do a test run on their environment.
This is the sprint achievement post from my side.
Okay. Is that
that's
okay? Also, can you please email me that post, copy Mr. Rosher as well?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Then on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the results you achieved in this sprint?
10 out of 10, Kansi.
Great. Thank you, Elisha.
Thank you.
Next, Shanara, could you also please give us a brief status update on your projects as well?
Sure, Kanchana. During this sprint, I had a bubble tea project. My team successfully completed their assigned tasks. This is the burn down chart with the issue count. And Oshadi completed the entire mock design for the pet shop website using WordPress. This is the home page, about us page, and shop page. Blogs page and contact us page. And currently, Dinosha is working on the fast food WordPress site, and Lahira is working on the jewelry shop WordPress site.
Okay.
And that's all my side.
Okay, your team has done a good job. And what about the sprint achievement post, Shanara?
Sure. And this is the sprint achievement post page.
Okay, great. Can you also email me that post?
Sure, I can.
So, how do you feel about the overall outcomes and achievements of this sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you, Shanara.
Thank you.
Next, Chamara, could you also give us a brief status update on the projects you have been leading this sprint?
Sure, Kanchani. In this sprint, I was able to complete front-end wireframe for beauty and cosmetic website and clothing and furniture, and also done budget proposals on those three sites. And I created a project plan for Comfort at 15 Colombo website and for the clothing website. So I gave my design to Lahara, and he completed up to now home page, about us, page, contact us page. That's all.
Okay. Did you able to come up with the sprint achievement post for this sprint?
Sorry, I couldn't do that.
Okay, that's fine. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the results you achieved during this sprint?
I achieved I achieved like 8.
Okay. Thanks, Chamara. So next up on our agenda is time to go through the trailer board, and Pinipa will present the trailer board on here. Pinipa, over to you.
Thank you, Kanchani. So, good afternoon, team. Let's now review what you have been shared on the trailer board regarding the sprint we just had. For that, first, we'll start by hearing your thoughts about the sprint, Kanchana.
Sure, Pinipa. So during this sprint, I learned about prompt engineering for training a GPT and successfully trained a GPT model for evaluate new developers' knowledge. And also, I was able to reach new clients and had some new project discussions. And also, I gained experience in conducting interviews for new employees, particularly for UI and UX interns. That's all me.
Okay, so if you are to give a rate for your achievements, where would you rate it at on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably 10 out of 10.
Okay, Kanchan, thank you.
Thank you.
So what I got to share about my sprint is that I got my hands-on experience about the Shopify marketing, and also I completed most of the QAs for the Travel Hub. Next, we got Irusha. So Irusha, how has this sprint been for you?
During this sprint, I successfully conducted quality assurance for multiple backend components of Pleasure Job Portal project. And also, I performed QA for the Room CRM website and achieved a successful release.
Okay, so how would you rate this sprint out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Okay, great. Thank you, Risha. Moving on to Shenara. Let's hear about your sprint as well.
During this sprint, I successfully completed the front-end and back-end wireframe for the custom website. And also, I successfully managed the bubble tea development team, and I worked on it.
Okay, so what's your rate for this sprint?
10 out of 10.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to Charmander. So, how has this sprint been for you?
Yes. During this sprint, I made front end and back end wireframe for beauty and cosmetic, clothing and furniture websites, and make a proposal project plan for Comfort at 15 column website, and making proposal for beauty and cosmetic and clothing and furniture websites. That's all.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your excitement for the upcoming sprint?
Upcoming sprint, I like 8.
Okay, thank you. Prabhat, tell how has the sprint been for you?
Good evening, Pinipa. I mainly worked on the Clean Arena project and the Leisure Travel Hub project. So I did the key fixes of, I was able to complete the key fixes of the Clean Arena project, and today also we did some key and handed over. And then still I'm working on the dynamic part of the Leisure Travel Hub's website. That's all.
Okay, so how would you rate your progress for this sprint out of 10?
9 out of 10.
Okay, thank you. Lasika, let's see about your sprint as well.
He's not here today.
Okay, we'll skip him. Next we got Kalpa. So Kalpa, what were your highs and lows for this sprint?
Yes, Pinipa. This sprint I was able to complete almost all the degrees of Canvas project and the Rono CRM. And the sprint especially I learned more about development, the email template component. Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate your progress for this sprint?
It's 10 Pinipa.
Thank you. Ravi, tell us how you fixed.
Yes, Pinipa, during this sprint, I learned how to use Firebase while working on the HR portal app.
Okay, so how would you rate your excitement for the upcoming sprint on a scale of 1 to 10?
10 out of 10.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dinusha, what are your thoughts about this sprint?
In this sprint, I was able to complete the UI design for the HR project, HR mobile app, and I started the fast food shop website project, and I'm currently working on the remaining pages. That's all.
Okay, so what's your rate of motivation for the next sprint?
10 out of 10.
Thank you. Moving on to Lahiru. What are your successes in this sprint?
Yeah. So in sprint, I was able to complete the project UI fixes and completed the jewelry template in WordPress. Also started the clothing site and country web.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your rate for the successes you achieved?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. So Oshidi, is she here?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see about your sprint as well.
Yeah, this sprint I design and host the pet shop website on WordPress, and I design all mobile views in Runo's website.
Okay, so how would you rate your progress for this sprint?
10 out of 10.
Thank you, great. Lakshita, Tell us about your sprint as well.
Good evening. In this sprint, I was able to complete three website bubble T1, T2, and Comfort 15 website, and I have gained some proper experience in WordPress and WordPress Elementor and other plugins. This is the achievements of in this sprint.
Okay. So if you had to give a rate for your achievements in the sprint, where would you?
I would like to rate at 10 out of 10.
Okay. Thank you. Next we got Nuan. Tell how you faced the sprint.
So in this sprint, I was able to learn how to start and build a backend for a website project through the HR project. So there I was able to create the CMS and master data modules, and currently going through the QA fixes. So that's all.
Okay, so what's your score for this sprint?
It will be around 10 out of 10.
Okay, great, thank you. Sandaru, what are your thoughts about this sprint?
In this sprint, I finished the given task in the Bubble Tea project, and I'm working with my team to get good result in this project.
Okay, so how would you rate your progress for this sprint out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. Charmaka, how has this sprint been for you?
I complete all the assigned tasks in the Bubble Tea project.
Okay, so if you had to rate your excitement for the upcoming sprint, where would you put it at?
8 out of 10.
Great, thank you. Rusiru, tell us about your sprint as
well. In this sprint, I was able to finish the given task in the LTL project.
Okay, so yeah. So where would you rate your successes for this sprint out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. Tell us your progress for the sprint.
I completed the given task in Bubble Tea project.
Okay, so if you are to rate your excitement for the upcoming sprint, what would it be?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. Yamsikan, what are your highs and lows for this sprint?
In this sprint, I was able to complete my QA fixes in Leisure Travel Hub. That's it.
Okay, so what's your score for the sprint?
10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. Lastly, we got Nisa. So let's hear about your thoughts about the sprint as well.
During this sprint, I worked on backend modules for Lesser Job Portal project.
Okay, so if you are to rate your excitement for the upcoming sprint on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you go?
It's 10 out of 10.
Great, thank you. So with that, we will come to the end of reviewing the Kerala board. Once again, big thanks to all of you for actively contributing. Over to you, Kanchi.
Alright, thank you, Penelope. So in our agenda, that's all for today's schedule, and then it's time to wrap up the retro meeting. So thank you everyone for your active participation, and let's make the next one even better. Thank you all.
Thank you.